We've had so many great memories here at the Big Purple Castle, you know. It's just been unbelievable. And the kids especially, I mean, there's all sorts of experiences. Because when the kids come here, you know, we go fucking nuts. Like, we do all sorts of stuff. Like, there's, you know, we paint the fucking walls, paint the doors. Like, we're in the garden, in the pool. We've got a lake, we've got swimming pools, we've got volleyball things, we've got, like, bike rides. We've got, I mean, it's fucking nuts. There's rats, there's fucking guinea pigs and dogs and...
There was one particular tree as I was recording that song, and I remember doing it that weekend, where I almost had a connection with that tree, and it was really, really quite sad as well, because once I'd actually got the take down, and I was really happy with it, and Frank was happy with it as well. The following day, that tree got basically cut down halfway, and it was kind of sad really, because it was almost waiting for me to finish the take and accept its future. But yeah, and it still sits there, sort of half cut down, the top half of it. I mean, it was a big old tree. It was one of those conifer type trees. But really quite sad when I look out the window, and I always associate waiting for this moment with that tree. It was quite bizarre.
Lord, if you're listening, help me now, 'cause I brought this mess upon myself somehow. And the devil leads the way, I'm singing the blues in another way. I share a dream with 100 million souls.
Lord, if you're listening, hear me now, 'cause I've brought this mess upon myself somehow. And the blood that's in my veins share the arteries with pain, 'cause my world keeps on turning upside down, down, down.
I set up this great feeling, you know, where I used to get in the mornings of you know, the Saturday mornings of 28 Queen's Drive, where my mum and dad were. This breakfast happening, you know, my dad cooking the fucking onions and all that stuff, and I set that up for the kids, you know, that we have pancakes and we've got like fucking eggs and bacon and fucking, you know, all sorts of stuff going on.
I've been waiting for this moment. Take me with you, take me home.
I've been waiting for this moment. Take me with you, take me home.
The ending of Waiting for This Moment always makes me feel very emotional. I think it's kind of, you know, with not having kids myself, and knowing how important they are to all my friends and family, and almost it's like the way that Elsie and Frankie are on the track. It's almost as if they're sort of projected into space, like hundreds and hundreds of years from now in the future. But that feeling for that end of that song, oh wow, just so powerful.
And you know, and I wondered what, you know, how would it be in like 50 or 60 years time when I'm long dead, and Elsie's like in her 70s or 80s, and she's remembering back on the Big Purple Castle, because it's going to be such a humongous part of their life, because it's been mythologized. You know, we've mythologized the whole thing. You know, I wonder, you know, she'll be looking back and thinking about, you know, Mill and, you know, all that stuff. It's just, and it's, you know, it's kind of heartfelt really. It's kind of, and that's what that song's about, you know. Just, you know, about the, you know what they'll think about it. You know, it's you know, it's a deep fucking song for me, that Waiting for This Moment. But you know, I hope you like it, and I hope you get, you know, because I think it has that sentiment about it. You know, it has the, you know, it feels that way. You know, so that, yeah, that's Waiting for This Moment.
Everywhere you look, there's a kettle on.
What'd you do today?
I played with...
Yeah, it definitely sends you that end on that song somewhere. It's not on this earth though. It's way in the distance, and it's undescribable. But when you hear it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.